you doing, folks? Ronald Kenyatta here with TotalHumanElevation.com. I'm here today at the sweatshop right outside of Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm going to go over resistance exercises for youth athletes. Now, just a little information about myself. Once again, Ronald Kenyatta. I'm a strength and conditioning coach in professional baseball. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist, as well as a performance enhancement specialist. And today is something that I'm looking forward to, working in sports, getting into these youth exercises, simply because we have to change our mindset when we're dealing with when we're dealing with athletes in general. Because yes, you're still doing exercises, but we got to focus on movements at this point, movements that are similar to the sport, any sport really, because certain things in a sport situation, you're just not going to do that you want to avoid when you're in the weight room, okay? A prime example would be something like a leg press, a leg extension, or a leg curl. You're never going to be sitting in a chair pressing weight in a sport situation. So what we want to do is focus on movements, or you can say exercises, but I like to say movements in which they're going to mimic the sport. So we want to spend a lot of time on one foot for our lower body exercises. And when it comes to upper body, you know, it's kind of a challenge, but we got to focus on the lower body because this is where you generate your force in most sports activities. So we want to really focus on getting on one leg with our lower body exercises. So be aware of that, and we're focused on trying to keep the movements as sport specific as possible. All right. So let's start off with the legs. We want to do a classic lunge. All right. All right, I'm going to show you forward, and I'll go sideways as well so you can get another angle. But standing nice and tall, and all you're going to do, step out and lunge. Now what you want to do, in this case, my left leg is the back leg, so try to get that back leg as close to the ground as possible, all right? So let you see it from the side, looks like this. Step out, try to get the back leg down. Upper body stays nice and tall, looking straight ahead, chest out. One more time. It's like that, all right? Switch it up. Now we're gonna go with the left leg. All right. Let you see it from the side. All right. There you have your lunge. Now, I was going to do the squat, but that kind of goes against what I said earlier. I'm trying to get the athlete to mimic the sport-specific position, which this might do. But I think if we focus on one leg movements, that'll be even more specific. And that one leg movement will mimic any activities you would do in a sports situation. So now we're going to go with a step up. Pretty much just like it sounds, folks. It's similar to the lunge, now you're stepping up. So you're going to step up here, and this back leg is going to drive up like so. Now you got to remember, balance is an issue here as well. So that's another thing that's required in all sports. So stepping up, bring that knee up, maintain that balance, back down. Notice I'm keeping this leg up as well, keeping the tension on my right leg here, as opposed to bringing it down every movement. So chest up nice and tall, here and down. Let's switch it up, try the other leg. Left leg up, drive up and down. Up and down. One more, watch the balance. Once again, chest up, looking straight ahead and down. There's your step up. All right. And for your upper body, like I said, you know, this is something that we're going to use machines a little more. We're going to use equipment just because it's not as essential, in my opinion, to mimic the movement for the upper body as it is for the lower body, because lower body is where you're generating that force, which is necessary in almost all sporting situations. So all we're going to do here is a basic dumbbell press. Let me try to move this around and give you guys a better angle. All right. Gonna lay down, drive up. Come down to about 90 degrees. Control the weight on the way up. Control the weight on the way down. This is your basic dumbbell press. All right. Dumbbell press working the chest. Now we're going to go into your back. We're going to work your lats with a dumbbell row. There's so many different ways you can do this. I prefer one leg on, hand on right here, chest out, back flat, and row. Your posture is very important in this movement. You don't want to be here, you're putting additional stress on your back, which could cause injury. So chest flat, chest back flat, chest out, and row. All right. Show you from the other side. Row. Once again, my chest is out, my back is flat. All right. So we address our lower body, we address our back, and we addressed our chest. Now, we're going to have a simple core exercise in here. We're going to do a crunch, and we're going to do something for your low back as well. All right. So, we'll go right into that. Most of you are familiar with crunches. Start off in this position as well. When you teach in this exercise, a major coaching point is keep your hands unlocked and right here on your ear, and imagine an apple underneath your chin. Because what people like to do is, especially kids, they'll bring their elbows in, grab them to their head, and do this. Not working the abs at all. So out here by the ears, and just crunch up. That's all you're doing. Basic ab routine. Basic ab exercise. And for your low back, we're going to do what's called a Superman. Laying down in this position like so, and all you're going to do is lift up like that. It's a small movement because you don't want to really put your back in a hyper extension type position. So small movement like that. All right, there you have it, folks. Nothing fancy, nothing really different. You're training athletes. And training athletes, as I stated earlier, is about movements, sport-specific movements. We're going to get you on one leg with your lower body. Once again, focusing on being able to generate force off the ground. That's what you need to do in almost any sporting situation. Upper body, we just try to stay off the machines the best we could. Going with the dumbbell press, and the one-arm dumbbell rows. So, it's all about movements and staying away from these machines because they take away what you want to do on the field. All right, so that's all I have today, folks. Ronald Kenyatta here once again with TotalHumanElevation.com. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.